2 acres or almost 2 acres in Sandpoint, Idaho. My name's Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land. I'm going to walk through this property. I'm going to introduce it to you guys in this video. I'm going to go over some FAQs and common questions we get here about our land investments. I'm going to talk a little bit more about our business and what we do here at Wilco Land. And more than anything, try to share some of my thoughts and opinions on the property. I do want to start the video by giving a disclaimer. This is not legal advice or real estate advice by any means. As one of the owners here, I'm simply sharing my thoughts and opinions on the property. I visited this one as well and have done some due diligence. So I'm here to share that with you. Obviously, as a buyer, we sell all of our property as is. We're expecting you as a buyer to perform your own due diligence to confirm this is going to be the right fit for you. So kicking it off, who's the target audience for this property? I do think that it's a potential property to build on, right? I never guarantee that. You're going to have to go through the county to get the permits, get the design, work with a builder and all that good stuff. But it's here for building, right? You can potentially build on the property. And so I'll walk you through that here in a minute. There is a driveway already put in. So the previous owner had put a driveway in, right? They said it was just a few $1,000, as a matter of fact. I had sat down with them and chatted a little bit too about the property. And so I think this is a great tangible property for summer camping this year. You can pull your RV or camper, whatever, your boat, maybe it's a property for a shop, whatever that may be, right onto the land today. Like that's roughed in. So my vision here, what I see is like this would be a great spot. It's really tucked away here in the end of the corner. This is all BLM land behind you too. But this is a great spot for like an RV, a camper, maybe a garage, a shop. You're storing your boat. You're up here by Lake Coeur d'Alene. You're up here by Lake Pend Oreille in Sandpoint, Idaho. Just really a world-class area in North Idaho for recreation. So it gives you this like tangible use today to bring your friends and family out with RVs, with campers, things like that. What I would do personally, and you can't see it very well on Google Earth, there's a bench here. So there's a bench like right here, right? And you can see it in the photos. We went out there during the winter. You can see this is actually the top of the property. There's a really cool lookout at the top of the property, but the photos aren't great that we took. I'm waiting for my partner to upload more of them, but a guy came in here and put a driveway in. It's a really long driveway. Comes off this main road, right? I think I have some more photos showing the entry of the driveway. This is looking the other way. So yeah, it's a long driveway. And this is pretty flat right here. So there's a lot of room to actually, I think, expand the driveway and lay some gravel down. And then you've got a really cool setup. Maybe put some sort of pole barn on the property to store a boat during the winter. But you've got a sweet location to really call your home base up in North Idaho. This is the beginning of the driveway, and you can see it goes way back up in there. So you have this tangible like day one use, right? You could invest a couple more $1,000 into the property. You could lay some gravel down, things like that. But right now it's got some tangible use, right? To use this summer up here in Sandpoint. And I'll give you the location. I'll talk more about the driveway and kind of the lookout up top. That would be a cool spot for a lookout that's easy to access. This is all BLM land behind you. This is where we're located here, just between Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. So this is Lake Pend Oreille. You're really close to Lake Pend Oreille. You're off the beaten path here, west of Highway 2. Really a pretty well hidden and secluded property that offers a lot of privacy. Behind you, this is private land ownership. This is all cliffed out. So it's actually pretty cool features. What's nice is I did walk this property. So the features behind you are pretty cool. It's all cliffed out with a spring running behind you. And I will kind of go through this again. So there's a hump up here. Like up here is this lookout. A person could potentially, and I think this would be pretty challenging. I think really your use is you're building a house somewhere into the side of the mountain here. And you're using that driveway. This is pretty flat along the road here. You could expand the driveway out that way too. Or you could kind of push this bench back a little bit further too and kind of build into the side of that mountain. So you're going to be a little bit more limited to what you can build on the property, but it should check out to develop something here. Obviously, as a buyer, you got to go through all that. That's a process, to build on a piece of land. Maybe contact a builder or a professional if you're not in that industry. But in terms of like tangible use, day one, the driveway starts about like right in here. You can't really see it on Google Earth; it's so recent, and this imagery is from quite a bit longer ago. This imagery is just not showing it. But yeah, there's a driveway on the property, right? And it's right around in here. And then it goes all the way basically back here. My thought, and then power is like right here. So it's going to be really easy to hook up to power. My thought is you actually punch the driveway and you make it a through driveway, right? And you can come in and out. You can, like I said, drop your camper, drop your boat, put a garage back there, and you've got an entry and an exit either way. So that would be kind of my vision. Again, we're pretty well tucked back out here. This is all BLM land and really good elk hunting, I guess. So this is actually a really, really popular spot. I shouldn't say popular, but really kind of a sought after spot for elk hunting. This tract of land in this area back here. So you do kitty corner BLM land right here. This is private land ownership, but it looks like nothing's going to be done with this property. That's a huge, huge rock wall. And then there's a creek running along down here too. So you do get the sounds of nature. And so, like I said, this neighborhood back here, a lot of privacy and things like that. And we can even hop on street views. We can get pretty close to the property on street views here. You can get an idea. We have photos of the road. You can get an idea what it looks like too. So you're tucked away back here in the woods, out here in Idaho. So in North Idaho. So that kind of is a little bit of a background in how I see the property being used. Like I said, it's one of the best deals on the market. We're probably one of the lowest prices out there. That's kind of our business. What we do is we buy and sell raw land here at Wilco. We do offer seller financing. We offer cash discounts for cash buyers. We offer more of a self-service business model. So I do want to point that out. Like I said, the top of the property up here is a really cool kind of lookout point. You could build kind of a patio, maybe a barbecue up here, things of that nature. Put a grill up here and have kind of a hangout spot while maybe the campsites or the house or some sort of shop with a living quarters up top. Like I said, kind of giving you some ideas of how I would use the property. That's the way I see the property, and I love the location. There's not a lot you can get in this location for the price that we're offering. So again, kind of a bird's eye view of where we're at. I opened it up on Google Earth. If you're going to go view the property, you can go view anytime on your own. We marked it all off everywhere we walked around here. But this is the property here. I like to use what's called Onyx Maps. You can see Onyx Maps has a property outlined here. The road kind of coming through it, this White Mountain Road coming through it, that isn't correct. So, again, you're really going off. And I can maybe remove this. I think I can hide this on a map, but we really don't need everywhere we walked on it. I can kind of remove this too. So yeah, I mean, you can see like the property outlines here, and that area that I talk about up top. I mean, you maybe could get a road up there, something like that, but I just don't see. I don't think it would be cost efficient to do that. I think you'd build down lower, closer to the main road here. So, again, this is all BLM land behind you. You can see that it's actually national forest. So over 3,000 acres of national forest right here. This looks like BLM back here. So that's BLM land back there. So if I zoom out, you can see everything to the west of you, really. White Mountain and whatnot is tons of this is BLM land. There's just not a lot of private land ownership out here. So that's my spiel on the property. I'm trying to think of other common questions I get. Camping is allowed. RVs are allowed. You can put a mobile home on it. Power is right there at the road. Power wouldn't be a big concern of mine. If you're going to go through with well and septic, you're going to have to go through the Idaho Department of Water Resources and Panhandle Health for that information. Just like anybody else, just like all raw land, you have to go get the permits, the approval, the perk test, all that good stuff done if you want to develop and put well and septic in. Otherwise, like I said, you're really close to a lot of bodies of water. To me, it's a great opportunity to build a garage. Schweitzer Mountain right here too. There's a ski resort right here too. So, what do people do? A lot of my customers buy tiny homes. A lot of them convert RVs, school buses, and get really creative with the ways they use these type of properties, right? That have some tangible use to it today. So, get with us if you have questions about it. I don't have a lot more to share on the property. We'll add some drone imagery here in the coming days. I do have some more listings on our homepage here. I've got a property out here in Coquilala. That's a really good building candidate. That's got some awesome views of Lake Coquilala. That's going to be between Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint in a pretty central location, really close to Sandpoint there too. So again, we are a land investment company. We do offer more of a self-service model. Just get with me if you have questions. I'm here at 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.